Hi guys, George here, and we're continuing the bit salient on solo. It should now be ally turn 2. Flip that, and rally phase. So in terms of rallies, we have a self rally here. So he needs a 4 or less. He's DM'd. He gets 2 of them. Well, he's no longer DM. And he didn't move. Let's remove all moves now. Uh, well, in regular classic squad leader, there is no self rallies, so nobody there can rally. Over on this end, uh, Medro can try and rally the broken uh, squad, so it's 7 or less, and he gets it. So in regular squad leader, uh, there is no self rally or the concept of rally terrain. Um, Again, he's kind of stuck. The DM marker comes off. And in regular squad leader, there is no DM status for American troops. Even in ASL, um, when U.S. Troops, I think in some cases they rally at a higher morale than they broke. So, all right, right here there is a broken support weapon, 1 or 2 to repair for the American player. Hey, gets it. And are there any more broken weapons? No. Uh, German forgot to rally here, so I need a 3 or less. Doesn't get it, but the DM marker comes off. Okay. Kelso is up there on the hill, waiting, I suppose. Everybody's pretty good. I still have some broken weapons here, so they each need a 1. Roll 1d6 2 times, and neither of them are repaired. So they're stuck with their inherent firepower. Okay. Um, they're out of LOS from everyone. Good stuff. And I don't believe I want to do anything else, and we won't have any reinforcements uh, until turn 4. Okay, so let's go on to Prepfire. So Prepfire is rather obvious. Let's see. We'll see if we have LOS from Kelso. Well, these guys are in the entrenchment, but I'm displaying them like this so you can see the counters. Alright, so let's take a look and see if there's any LOS up on the hill. Yep, range 11. Oops, he doesn't have LOS there. Woods are in the way. Oh darn. That means he fired his weapons. Okay, let's fire him. Luckily he didn't roll a 12. And he prep fired. Medro. Medro has 2 LMGs, but unfortunately I don't think... Let's see. Medro, he has 2 MMGs. They should be within 12 hexes. Let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And there is a there is a half track there, and they can fire on the half track. Well, they can either fire on the IFT and try to break the crew, or they can try and attack the half track. So if I look at the QRDC, the quick reference chart, we want side 2 MMGs. They need a -3 with a -5, so you need snake. So you're better off just firing at the crew. So we're pretty sure we have LOS there. Let's double check it just in case. We're going to prep fire from here to there. I'm going to declare fire there. Let's take a look at the LOS. Oh, well, I thought that was clear LOS. Oh, well. Oh, there, I see where he's firing at. He was firing down here. Alright, so let's take another roll. 6 and 5 nearly broke the MGs. That's alright. So here, we would have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In this case, we would have a 2 up 2 against the half track from let's see here. Let's put that Prepfire there to there. So that would be a 2 firepower attack up 2 because we're firing within the covered arc of the half track. Okay, let's see what that gives us. A 7 on the 2 chart is nothing. Actually, it's 9, so it's nothing. Alright, alrighty. Now that fellow there is in a building. We'll declare a fire group. Prep fire and prep fire against this squad here. So I'm not sure if everybody has an LOS. Let's double check it. I've been making very bad calls with LOS here. Oh, great. So that's a 12 up 2. Okay, 12 firepower factors plus 2. Let's roll it. 5 on the 12th chart. That's a pretty good roll. Okay, 5 on the 12th chart is a 2 morale check. So the German unit needs 5 or less. And he breaks. And now only he's in a blind hex. He's in a blind hex. He's not. Let's see. Loss. Pretty clear. However, he can fire the bazooka. At 3 hexes away, it's 6. And we would have to subtract the 2. It would be a 4 to hit and 11 or more to eliminate it. So we'll go for the bazooka. See what that gives us. 4 to hit. 6 misses. Alright. Now this squad here will fire on the entrenchment up on the hill at 6 up 2. Nothing. And we're not going to fire the bazooka because at a 3 hex range it is a 6 to hit, and okay, actually it's another 4 to hit. 6 to hit, base 6 plus 2 for the entrenchment. Nothing. Okay. Great stuff. On to movement and advance that wheel. And let's see how we can move. They don't have any support weapons, so they can advance off let's roll. In any case, they can advance at least one hex, even though um, they're on a wire. Let's just make a quick rules check. Hold on 1 second. We'll just pause the video. Yep. So we have to roll a 1d6 to see how many movement factors we lose. In any case, we can always move one hex um, off the wire. So we're gonna roll for this guy, this unit first at 2u10. He loses only one movement factor, so he can move 3. So that's 1, 2, and he'll end his movement there. And now we're going to roll for this fellow here, and he loses 5, but he can move one hex off the wire in any case and end his movement there. And this other squad has to roll separately. 3, again, he can move only one hex off the wire because he lost 3 movement factors, and I believe he has 4. Medro with the leader first 4, so uh, they're just going to move off the wire onto here. And I guess that's all she wrote for movement. Great. So on to defensive fire. Defensive fire. Okay. So they're gonna try. Kelso's gonna try and take out the 2 units in T8. Let's see if we have LOS. I don't think they do have LOS. They don't. Don't cancel that. Cancel that entirely. Uh, there is an intervening same level hex here, and then that doesn't count. These guys um, are in a blind hex behind this. We can double check it just for learning. LOS is a difficult concept to grasp. There it is. That's a blind hex. I called it correctly. And he would be not in Kelso's LOS as well. Let's just check for learning purposes, and the reason being is there's a same level hex there. He's definitely not in LOS. We already determined he wasn't in LOS. So I guess this unit here can fire at 8. 8 up 1 against 1 unit, or 8 up 2 against 2 units. So I'll take the 8 up 2 shot right here to there. 8 up 2. That's 8 on the 8 is morale check. That's the way I remember it. And see, 6 plus 2 is 8. Alright. Yeah, simple math. Right. So 8 on the 8 is a morale check. That's a simple way of remembering some of the results. So they each need a morale check of 6 or less each to so it's let's write it down here. 6 or less times 2, top to bottom. 1, 2, and one of them passes, the other one breaks. Break. There you go. Okay, he defensive fired, and then at the same token, the inherent firepower of the squad against this fellow here. So we're talking about the half track and the squad against the squad in the woods that prep fired. He's going to return favors and fire back. The LOS is 8, so the squad's firepower is halved at 2, plus 1 for the woods, minus 1 for the leadership. So 2 firepower up nothing. Let's roll it. This time we can't break an LMG, so it's inherent firepower only. 6 on the 2 is nothing, missed by 1. Okay, now this nice Stug right here will fire on that group over there, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hexes away. The Stug can fire now. Let's look at the QRDC. We're dealing with infantry in woods. Uh, 8, how many hexes away again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's an 8 to hit. Let's roll that number. 8 hits right on the money. And 75 on the infantry fire table. In squad leader, we do add the tem here. So it's 75 would be an 8 firepower, up 1. So I need a 7 or less to cause any damage. Rolls, snake eyes. Snake eyes, that would be a 3. Ladies and gentlemen, a 3. A 3 on the 8 is a KIA. And that's all she wrote for these guys. Uh, so he has the radio. The spotting round goes off board. He goes to the graveyard. And the squad goes to the graveyard as well. That was quite amazing. Quite amazing. They go to the graveyard. Prepfire marker comes off. And there is no destruction of the support weapons. Not that I can recall. I wonder why I didn't move Miller back so he can rally the squad. I can do it during an advance phase. That's all she wrote for the American movement, and I think that's all she wrote for the German defensive fire. Advancing fire. Let's move that, advance that wheel 1, and I believe these 2 units can fire at 6 up to there. Let's check the LOS. Clean and clear, and the other LOS is there. They can form a fire group, so they're halved because it's advancing fire. 1 unit is broken, so we have a 6 up 2. And so we're talking about this unit, the unbroken unit here, against the target hex being here, 6 up 2. And that's absolute nada. Alright, and we have no other units to fire. So up until the American reinforcements come in, it appears that the American player is in a very precarious situation. From what I can see, I was hoping I would to bring, if I could have, but you can't because of the range, to bring the Stug here, possibly even the following turn after uh, um, that he came in, he would have been eliminated right away, the 9-2 leader, and then probably brought him back here. But either way, it looks good. We got rid of a squad. We got rid of a lot of firepower that stood in front of Kelso and could have wreaked havoc on everybody. We got rid of a leader that had a radio. That was great. So it's a great defensive fire phase for the German, but he's not out of the woods yet. And Medro is advancing. He's a great leader, and there's another great leader up there. The attack here could have gone better, but it seems that he does have 2 leaders here, and they're in a position to rally the troops and press the assault here as well, which is great. Question is, how are these leaders going to deal with him, and should it be them that deals with them? The other thing they need to be weary of is the 2 HMGs can attempt to destroy the um, the half tracks, and they this leader might need anywhere between snake eyes or 3s to hit this to hit the half tracks. That is if he goes for the half tracks. So that's the situation now. Advance. Let's go to route face. At this point we can remove all fire and all moves. Okay. Always click on the keyboard on the map board after you do a global command. Um, there are nope. There is one unit to route. He can stay where he is because he's in cover, and behind him there is well, there is the woods hex, but it's still in the LOS of the enemy unit, so he might as well stay there. He cannot route back into the wire. The trick will be to get the leader uh, advanced forward, uh, but at the same token, he needs to rally that squad. Uh, Soldiers are in short supply, and we need everybody on the line. All right, so not much of a route phase there. Let's advance the wheel. Advance phase. Okay, advance and advance. So he will advance back to try and rally the squad in the next turn. Um, he will advance off the wire. I'm not too sure if he can do that, but we'll do it. Okay. And he stayed where he was. Remarkably, he could have routed back into the woods. Let's route him back into the woods because well, that was a short sight on my end. Because eventually this fellow here, he has a wall advantage and the building. Should he advance? Not really, because they can form a fire group. He's good where he is. Um, Shaw, on the other hand, he can advance into the shell hole. Um, and if he does, he'll lose some cover, and the Stug will be upon him in the next turn. So again, he'll stay where he is. There's no advance to be made there. Um, he needs to get his act together and get into the fight, so he will advance. Uh, he will advance to here. Nah. Let's advance him up into the hill. He goes into the woods. He's no longer subject to fire, or is he? He's no longer subject to fire from Hambian up there. Right, okay. Advanced phase, close combat. There isn't any. So let's take our picture. Uh, Take our picture right here. Nope, right there. Okay, save map. And let's go to here and take a picture of 2a.png and files, save game as .vsav. And I think what I forgot to do is roll for radios. Right. It's a mute point right now because the German leader really would have. Well, yeah, we should roll. It looks like that spotting round could have been corrected. We should roll, even better late than never. Let's roll a 9. And okay, he has radio. That's it, folks. We'll continue this solo play and give you a turn-by-turn video. Take care and thanks for watching.